Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crossway Group recap videos and welcome back to Crossway Groups. Hope you had a fantastic break over the Easter period. It was a time of relaxation, getting out and seeing people with some more of our freedoms that we've got at the moment as restrictions ease, and enjoying some of the good weather as well. We're back in John this week, which is brilliant. We're back in John 17, which is particularly exciting. Why is it exciting, you might ask? Well, I just want you to imagine this scenario for a second. You're at a Crossway Group prayer night towards the end of the month, and you're surveying the different people in the different windows, and suddenly Jesus pops up in one of the windows. I mean, that's pretty exciting, isn't it? But you would be wanting, wouldn't you, to be in his breakout group? I mean, can you imagine it? Hearing the eternal Son praying to the eternal Father, being gathered up into the inner life of the Godhead, eavesdropping in on Jesus' prayer life. How would he pray to his Father? What would he pray for? That is what John gives us in John 17. We are invited into the inner life of the Godhead. We get to eavesdrop in on Jesus praying to his Father. But John doesn't want us to eavesdrop in on Jesus' prayer life just for the sake of it. I'm sure that in the Gospels, there would have been countless times where Jesus would have prayed. I mean, he, in his earthly ministry, was so dependent upon his Father, more dependent than any other human we would know on his Father in heaven. And yet many of Jesus' prayers don't make it into John's Gospel, do they? But this prayer in John 17 does. And that is because this is a particular prayer that Jesus prays at a particular moment in his life. And John selected it and included it because he wants to say something to us through the inclusion. He wants to teach us something as we eavesdrop in on this particular prayer Jesus prayed in his vibrant, healthy prayer life. What does it teach us? Well, that's going to be your job as you guys dig into it in the next couple of days. But let me get us up to speed on where we're at as we begin to hear Jesus praying to his Father. It's been a while since we've been in groups because of the Easter, and the last couple of weeks that we had before we broke, well, that was one long conversation that Jesus was having with his disciples. He was talking to them about the future, and he was talking to them about what life would be like as he goes and once he's gone. He said that he was going to a glorious death. He said that his band of men, this band of men before him in this big conversation, well, they would continue his mission once he'd gone. He said that they would take his life-giving words that revealed the Father to the world, out to the nations. He said the Helper, the Holy Spirit, would come to their aid and help them in their mission. He said that they would face very traumatic events, that there would be great trouble for them. He also said there would be indestructible joy for them. And he began to give us lots of pictures of what the Christian life would be like once Jesus was gone. That's just a few of the themes of that huge conversation that we've been in for the last 4 weeks before we break for Easter. And now it's the end of the conversation. That's where we've got to this week. The end of the conversation, it's over. Jesus has promised huge things as he's going, and Jesus has promised huge things once he's gone. And now Jesus prays huge things to his Father in heaven. Enjoy eavesdropping in on Jesus' prayer life in John 17 this week in groups.